Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I created these 4 very easy Ottoman inspired accent nails. Now I kept all nails the same except the middle fingers, so I'm going to show you guys a tutorial on each design. And if this is something you're interested in, then just keep on watching. So moving right on to the tutorial, we're going to start with design number 1, which is the glitter fall tree. And for this look, I used Virago Varnish Disco Diva and Skin, HJ Manicure Vintage Bronze, a fast dry top coat, 2 shades of Pebeo acrylic paint in Venice Red and Raw Sienna, a fine detail brush, some autumn inspired glitter dots and some glue. So to begin this look, I've gone ahead and applied 1 coat of Virago Varnish Skin. I've allowed this to dry. I'm then going to take a cosmetic sponge and apply some HJ Manicure Vintage Bronze, and I am going to dab this onto the tip of the nail. I'm going to repeat this process twice until I was happy with the opacity. I'm then going to apply a layer of fast dry top coat so I have a nice smooth base for the acrylic paint. So once that was dry, I went ahead and mixed up some acrylic paint, and what I did was just apply a few drops of water so it was pliable, but you don't want it too runny. I'm then going to go ahead and take my fine detail brush and sketch out the rough shape of a tree. Now again guys, this doesn't have to be perfect, and mine is by no means perfect, but what you want to do is just have a rough sketch so you know where to put the glitter. But we are going to cover 90% of this tree with the glitter dots, so it doesn't really matter if it's a work of art. Then once I had the rough sketch of the tree, I'm going to go ahead and start perfecting the branches so they look a little bit more tree-like and not like a carrot. So what you just want to do is take some more of that paint and then go in soft squiggly lines. And then what I did was took some of the colour that I used to dab on the tip of the nail, so that would be Vintage Bronze by HJ Manicure, and I'm just going to lightly take that and darken some areas of that tree. Then I'm going to seal in that design with a little bit of fast dry top coat. And then the next step is to pour out some of this little glitter dots that I picked up from AliExpress. And I'm going to use all of the colours and start by positioning them on the branches of the tree. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect, it's got no rhyme or reason, but you just want to make that tree look like it's nice and fluffy with autumn leaves. And then my last step was to go ahead and add some of those little glitter dots to the bottom so it looked like the leaves had fell. And then the very last step is to go ahead and use a nice thick amount of top coat and seal that design in. And finally guys, this is what the design looked like once I was complete. I absolutely love how this one turned out. It screams fall to me and it really looks great with all that added bling. So yeah, this is design number 1, the glitter fall tree. Moving on to design number 2, this is the autumn inspired fishtail braid, and for this look you're going to need a black nail polish. You're also going to need the same polish as I used before, and switching it up we're going to be using HJ Manicure Caramel Latte. You're also going to need a fine detail brush, some scissors and a pair of tweezers. So to begin this look, I've already gone ahead and applied one coat of Glistening Glow Little Black Dress and allowed that to dry completely. I've also gone ahead and cut up some striping tape and put that to the side. We're going to start taking the striping tape and just making a sort of like a crisscross design, and we're going to complete this until the whole nail is covered. The next step is to take our polishes and start filling in those lines. Now you want to rotate the polishes, so I went from the glitter to the lightest polish and then to the darkest, and then worked my way down the nail so each line had an even amount of colour. And then as I was going along and I had filled in the designs, I started to remove the striping tape so I had a nice clean line. And obviously guys, if you do go over the lines, don't worry, because you could go ahead with your detail brush and the same colour polish and just tidy that up once you're finished. Then you're going to want to let that dry before applying a fast dry top coat to seal that design in, and that's us completed design number 2. And this is what design number 2 looked like on the nails. As you could see, it absolutely is just so pretty. It's got that added little bit of glitter, but it's also held back a bit because we are really blinging on that ring finger there. But yeah, this is the fishtail braid. Moving right on to design number 3, this is the autumn inspired fallen glitter accent nail, and for this design I used the HJ Manicure Caramel Latte. I also used a fast dry top coat, the same glitter as before, nail glue, my crystal katana and a dotting tool. So I've gone ahead and applied one coat of Caramel Latte as my base colour, and I'm going to start by putting little dots of nail glue to the nail at the top of the cuticle area and work my way down. I like to start with the larger size glitters and then add the smaller glitters slowly around them, and I'm going to do this to the top half of the nail, leaving the bottom bare. Then the very last step is to go ahead and add a nice thick coat of fast dry top coat to seal everything in, and that's us completed the design number 3. So this is what design number 3 looked like on the nails, and I really love how this one turned out. I really think the black complements those autumn colours and gives it that little extra something. So yeah, this one was super easy, and this is us completed the fallen glitter nail. And moving on to the last design, this is design number 4, and this is the foil leaves stamping design. And for this design I used Virago Varnish Skin, stamping polish by El Corazon. I also used the Lovely Leaves plate by Upper Cheek, a fast dry top coat, 2 shades of the Flakies by Born Pretty Store, a stamper and some scissors. Once again, I've gone ahead and applied one coat of Virago Varnish Skin as my base colour, and while that's still wet, I'm going to dip my fine detail brush into the flakies, and using the green ones first, I'm going to put this down one side of the nail, and then I'm going to follow on and do the same with the purple flakies. Using Virago Varnish Skin, I'm just going to clean up the other side where I got some flakies on it. I did end up adding a fast dry top coat as well before moving on to the stamping. For the stamping, I'm going to be using the Lovely Leaves plate by Upper Cheek, and I'm going to be using this gorgeous stamping polish by El Corazon. I'm going to stamp that image directly over the whole nail, and then I'm going to take some striping tape and like sort of section them off. Then using a pair of scissors, I'm going to go ahead and trim off any excess and make sure that everything's all tucked in and none of that striping tape is poking over the nail. And the very last step is to go ahead and add a nice thick coat of fast dry top coat to seal everything in. And finally guys, this is what design number 4 looked like on the nails. I really loved how this one turned out and it gave me the perfect opportunity to use that stamping polish again. I haven't used it for such a long time. So yeah, that is us finally reached the end of this tutorial guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, I would totally appreciate it, and definitely let me know what your favourite design was in the comment section below. And also, if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie, I am a complete nail polish addict, and on my channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and hauls, so if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. See you next time guys, bye!